Transmuting energy. What does that even mean? Welcome to Chat with Coach Nye. This is Coach Nye. Today we're going to talk about transmuting energy and what it really means and how to actually demonstrate a thing. So first off, transmuting energy means basically just changing the whole scenario of a situation, meaning that if it's negative, you make it positive. Whatever is being brought sent to you is sent back to them. But not sent back to a person, but is sent back with love, right? So you can look at it two ways. You can look at it as I'm transmuting that what you're bringing to me, I'm nipping it in the bud, or what you're bringing to me, I'm going to find the good in it, right? And you turn it into good. So it's kind of like that saying that whatever the devil had for bad, God made it for good. So transmuting energy, I talk about this a lot. Even in my book, if you haven't got the book, Trinity Walk to Self Love, it is on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, and Walmart website. Okay, listen. So I talk a lot about grounding energy, grounding your energy. When you ground your energy, then you will be able to pick up when you're picking up someone else's energy. See, a lot of people do not believe that we pick up people's energy. Like, you could be having a great day, you having an amazing day. And then you look to the side, next thing you know, you're feeling a type of way. You start feeling sick to your stomach, you done lost your appetite, you feel all type of ways when the whole time it's just that you picked up energy. You're an empath. It just happens, right? So when they say ground your energy, a lot of people you'll hear a lot of spiritual people they will say go outside, put your feet in the ground and ground yourself that way. Well, you can do that. And also, you can just take a step back, right? Meaning that identify what is your energy. So, how do you do that? By being present. How do you do that? By looking within right now in the moment. Right now in this moment, how are you feeling? What is going on in your life? If everything is good, you was just laughing, the kids good, the home is good, everything look good, you feel really good, then you know it's not your energy. Now that you've identified yourself and you've grounded yourself to identify this is not me, now look at your surrounding. What did you just come in contact with? Whether through a phone call, whether through a coworker, or whatever it is, something shifted your energy. So what I don't want you to do is get obsessed and go look for it. What I need you to do is transmute it, meaning that you've grounded, you found that it's not yours, and you just send it out. You send it wherever it needs to go, but not with you. For me, I just say a thing like, I cast you in the pit of hell. I rebuke you. And if you're not allowed in the pit of hell, then I send you out to dry places that you can't attach to anyone because I'm not the one that's, hey, I send back to sender, and I'm not doing that because you're just as bad as that person that's sending that energy to you. So, whatever has came to make you feel a type of way, now that you've identified and you ground yourself, let's turn that energy into a good feeling, meaning that, okay, this is what I would do. I would say, okay, this is not my energy. I don't know who energy it is, but God, thank you for allowing me to be able to identify things that are not of me and do away with things that have nothing to do with me that can't exist within me. So thank you for allowing me to identify that because it's a gift. It's a gift. So now that you did that, now you move about your way. And there's this different ways that you can transmute the energy. You can do it by praying. You can pray over it because whatever it is the enemy meant for bad, like I said, God can turn it into good. Another way is meditating. I teach about meditation. I also did a episode about meditation, so go check that out. And if you want to book a meditation session with me, then go ahead and look in the comment section of the bio and go to my website and book it. But meditating, you can meditate and release all the negative energy by focusing on the positive. So that's just a thing that you can do. You can sit in a quiet place and look at everything that's going on because everything is going wrong today. All of a sudden, you picked up this energy and your day been messed up ever since. Well, what you can do is go ahead and sit in a quiet place and meditate on good things by canceling out bad things. So here is a positive thing. I don't really like to use positive and negative. If you've been following me for a while, I like to use desirable, undesirable, but we'll talk about that in another episode. So what I would say is, okay, I feel like I've done something wrong because it's that shame feeling, that guilt feeling. Something just comes over you. You feel like you did something wrong. I feel like I've done something wrong, but I didn't do anything. This is not my energy. But the good thing that came out of this is that I found that I have a gift, that I'm empathic, that I can pick up energy. So now I'm going to teach myself how to read a room and how to properly address it. You see how you took that. Now you're going to take that gift and you're going to enhance it by researching and studying, praying, going to God, understanding what that gift is. That's how you do that. So don't get upset when things happen. Yes, people come around you and all of a sudden everything just breaks away. You start growing hair out your walls. I don't know. You invite people over to your home and everything just goes wrong. You start having nightmares. You start doing this, you start doing that because you allowed this energy into your home. But how are you going to get it out? You're going to drive it out by not acknowledging it and taking it on. You can rebuke it all day. You can pray over it all day. You can go get your pastor all day. At the end of it all, the kingdom of God is within you. So if you don't acknowledge a thing, if you don't let it consume you, therefore it can't do anything to you. It can't stay because you won't give it a house. You acknowledge that, hey, you don't belong here. Rebuke it, pray over it, get it out, and then you go on. You don't dwell on it. You don't obsess over it. You don't allow it to consume you. You identify and rid yourself of it because it's not your energy. And that's how you acknowledge it. That's it. This is not my energy. And I refuse to live life as if it is. So listen, I just wanted to drop that on you guys. So if you haven't got your book, it is Trinity Walk to Self Love. It's on Walmart, Barnes and Noble, and Amazon website. And if no one told you today, I'm telling you right now, as your coach, that I love you and I'm so proud of you. I want to see great things happen for you. So continue to pour into yourself before you pour into others. And remember, God will pour into your cup until it overflow. Now, that overflow is not for you to do whatever you want to do with it. It is for you because He's going to send the people to you that you can help. So remember, be great, stay great, and you are loved. Coach and I out.